How human do trainers need to be? And I mean human like human versus expert, human like normal, relatable, your everyday kind of person versus you walk in the room and you got to be like, wow, that person's definitely a trainer.
Well, if that's
You know
the
what I mean?
case, then we're talking about appearances. Do they have to look the part? Because how the fuck do you know if
Yes and
somebody
no.
like
I'm talking
it's
about
what's on the
both, though.
inside that
Both, though.
counts is based, you know what I'm saying? Because we got them fucking haters. Like, let's just get at it. Like, this whole thing started because of some fucking jackass. I'm gonna take advice from somebody who never fucking works out. Like really? Really? You barefoot lifting ass bitch? Shut the fuck up. Really? Come on, dude. Like, okay. Let me tell you something. There are plenty of fucking roid raged ass fucking gym freaks who don't know their fucking dick from a fucking Olympic bar. Give me a fucking break. Okay. Now, consequently, there
Mhm.
are also fucking heifer ass fucking trainers that are some of the most brilliant minds, ever. Right? So when you're saying
Mhm.
relatable, and an example you just gave was like, oh, well, that person must work out. Like, how the
Well,
fuck do you know? So you basically looking at
I'm
what they look
talking
like. You know what I mean?
I'm talking about both. Yeah. But I mean relatable like if you're having a conversation with somebody and I'm like last week was Halloween. I ate Halloween candy literally all
Mm-hmm.
weekend. Like
I eat Halloween candy
so
and
much.
Christmas. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So at what point is it like, oh, the
I put
trainer's
my
eating
zero fucks
Halloween
given
candy?
hat
Like,
forward so all you haters can read my shit. Okay? Let me tell you something.
it's like,
Talking about, I'm gonna listen to a fucking guy who's never worked out. Have you done your research, bitch?
no,
I
clearly.
earned the right to eat like an asshole, motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe
I
I'm
mean,
not cool enough because I don't
I'm,
take pictures in front of my rented ass fucking 1987 Corvette that fucking Back to the Future staff wants back. You lame ass, get the fuck up. Get the fuck out of
yeah,
here.
that was, and
Okay.
two people made comments like that in one day. Like, what the fuck? But,
Hang on, let me go do some
I hear
push-ups
you
real
got,
quick so I look plump and pumped for the fucking, so that I can get people to like me for the, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, let me tell you something.
yeah.
Let me just cut this shit real fucking quick, okay? It's not if you now I'm hot. I'm hot because I'm fat and I'm a trainer and I shut the fuck up. Let me tell you something, punk motherfuckers. Look, should trainers be relatable?
Well, that's the thing. It's
Right?
like you have to be relatable in order to connect with people. That's part of
They
it.
have to be
But then,
relatable to your. They have. It's not about relatable. It's about relevant.
mhm.
Because relatable is what the fuck does that even mean? That's too. I don't feel like it. I really want someone to relate to me. Like what? You want somebody to coddle your bullshit? I'm sorry, Mr. Muscle Man out there, and I'm gonna be speaking for the next however until I lose track of giving a shit about pieces of shit hating ass fucking cocksuckers. Fuck you, whatever his name was. Okay, I hope you're watching, Dick. Let me tell you something. All 8 of your fucking followers, and we have maybe 6 of them, but at least our people are true as shit. Okay, and I have. Let me tell you something. Whether in my 15 plus years of being a fitness pro, several random ass certifications, right, with no degree because I chose this field. I wasn't forced into college to do it. I chose the shit and mastered this motherfucker. And being a fucking CPR instructor for AHA, I have actually saved lives. Give me a break. So let me tell you something. Relative and relatable are 2 different things. You got jackass haters of the world. You have your internet influencers of the world that will all fucking. What are we talking about here? Like, let's just say you quit commit fit kit. You quit all of it, right? Let's just say you decide to go gung ho on the. I don't want to say aura, but you go the look, skinny blonde, right? But let's just say you go get yourself a fucking boob job. Let's go and say you shred not really percentage of fat. Let's just say you go get a boob job and you get a Brazilian butt lift. I'm just being. You want to be relatable? Let me be relatable, okay? Because this is where relativity Or being relatable and relevance is two different things. Okay. So let's just say you go ahead and now you've just built up yourself to be this fucking IG superstar, right? You'll be relatable to every motherfucking hoe out there and every dude that wants to follow and look at your OnlyFans. You know what I'm saying? Because that will be what's next. Eventually you'll get enough fucking gas that you're going to want to just take you know what I'm saying? So who are you relating to? Right? You're relating to people who have such a random ass fucking interest in the dumbest shit possible. You're relating to them because they want you to. You're relevant to what? Not the fitness realm. You're relevant to those. Let's talk about bitches who sell their body for money on Instagram. Now you're relevant. Right? So when you have like your content, and this is why our consistency is so fucking important. Okay. Like we're not young. I'm a lot older than you are. Right. I know plenty of motherfuckers who I'm 47. I know plenty of motherfuckers at my age that can't barely do shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot harder for me to do than I was when I was 20. Like I've gone down that road and I know exactly how to get at it. Right. So what we are is we are relevant and relatable because we're human. And if it means in terms of the example of being relatable because of, you know, the butt lips and the boob jobs, we're relevant to the people who we're trying to attract. And we're relatable because of our experience in the business. And we know how to change the words to make sure you understand the message. Because we don't have 100 bazillion fucking thousand followers on shit based on imagery alone, because that's not about the imagery. It's about the shit that's here. Like, why are we in this position? It's about changing the perspective of such. Now, any experienced trainer, experienced trainer who's been doing it longer than 5 fucking minutes will tell you we are damn near adult psychologists.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, I don't know. Fuck me, man. Okay. I mean, that's just the way. And that's how it should be, because it's not that we're relatable to your issues, relatable to your fears and all of your insecurities. It's not that we're relatable to it. I've never had menopause. I don't know what the fuck it feels like to have kids. I'm not relatable like that. What I am is a soundboard for you. Right? Yeah. I'm not relatable. I'm relevant. I'm needed for you to get this thing done. That's what a trainer should be, is the thing that you're missing. And I have elevated the game to myself, at least to my position, I should say. I'm not making it sound like I'm somebody, whatever, but my viewpoint over the years has been to be irrevocably the thing that you're, I'm gonna say afraid of, but you know damn well that you need to be fucking, you'd much rather look at your reflection than come see me. Okay. At the end of the day, should we look the part as a trainer? Sure. If it makes you feel better about who you're spending money on, sure. Just as long as you're not bitching and complaining that you're not seeing the results. Because what are you going to fucking say? Oh, I'm working with a trainer. I didn't get any results though. And look at him or her. He looks all ripped and shit. I really thought it. Like if you don't get results because you spent a ton of money on somebody that looks the part, you felt like they were relatable. Like, the fuck out of here. Then you wasted money and you're an asshole.
I know. That's when you start getting into some perception versus reality things. You know, people, even clients here would be like, you can eat whatever you want anyways. Like, no, I really can't, and I don't.
No, you could. Like you could, and so could they.
I could, but I would look very different. I do usually say something along those lines.
Maybe not. Like, if we took everything at face value, let's assume that there are no digestional issues, there are no metabolic issues, there are no hormonal issues, and for the hating dumbasses who like to leave stupid comments, if I lose you, like and subscribe so I can catch you up to speed to the elementary part of the fucking business, you jackass. Okay, so let's take all of the innards and put that aside. Okay. And by the way, I use comedy so I can be relatable. Fuck you. Let's just pretend we're all the same human being. It is what it is, right? You could eat that shit.
Mhm.
The only difference is you are not afraid to go put the work in to earn that right and or to find a balance between not having guilt for having it. You have guilt about eating bad shit just as much. Actually, you probably have guilt more for not
Mm.
working out than you do for eating the bad shit. Doesn't mean you don't have the guilt. You've got your mind in a position to be able to do that shit, and that's your way of life. So if you're talking about people who are saying, well, you can eat that and get away with it, da, 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 you know, off record, sure. Is it possible? Yeah, maybe they're younger, maybe they have, you know what I mean? I mean, all the innards are working differently, sure. But at the same time, like anybody can get away with shit if they were happy about it. Like, who gives a fuck? You know, it's their life. You know what I'm saying? But the question is, what are you
Well,
going to bitch about?
and yeah, and also it's not like if I ate Halloween candy for one weekend, probably 40, 45 weekends out of the year, it looks just like my Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
I've been consistent like that for a decade and a half. Like it's not like, and I felt zero guilt about eating Halloween candy this weekend. I mean, Sunday I ate more candy in one day than I've probably ate in the entire last year.
Mm-hmm.
I have zero guilt about it, nothing, because I knew every time I picked up a piece of candy that I was choosing it. And I knew if I didn't want to choose it anymore, I wouldn't. And so I don't let myself be the person that's like, oh no, there's
Yeah.
Halloween candy, and blame the fact that there's candy in front of me, or
Yeah.
blame the fact that my favorite one, there's a whole bunch of them, or blame the fact that I just have such a sweet tooth. No, I know that I'm choosing that. I'm choosing it on purpose. I'm consciously choosing it. When I'm done, I'll stop choosing it. And
And so
and the
if you're the person that's
consistency will
saying, "Oh,
outweigh all that.
you can do it and get away with it," then it's not. It's because of your mental. It's your emotional acuity. It's your emotional intelligence that makes a difference. Which goes
Mhm.
all the way back to the same shit we
Oh
talked
yeah,
about.
all the
Like, if you
things,
want to
all the
fucking do
things.
it, then you got to decide to do that shit. Can she get away with it? Yes. You know why? Because she's decided that she can, and she understands what comes with it when you go after it. Like, if you want to spend 50
Hmm.
grand on a college education that guarantees you no fucking job afterward, you'll have the best degree ever. Awesome. Don't fucking complain when you're unemployed for the first 6 months and you owe
Yeah,
$100,000 or whatever it is in school loans that are not bankruptable, and you have to pay that shit off at best guess a 6 month deferment. Don't complain. If that's
right.
what you want, don't fucking complain. You want to sit out in the sun with no
Yeah,
fucking uh 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 what's it called? Suntan lotion and whatnot. Don't complain when you come back with a fucking burn. You know what I mean? Like
sunburned.
whatever. Look, don't complain. Like, what the, I don't, you know what I'm saying? And that's just a part of the, you can't complain about shit that happens for the work that you didn't put in. And sometimes, and
A
as I
hundred
told
percent.
my daughter this, the work that is required for people to achieve things that they have never done, more oftentimes than not, will always be the work and the thing they're running from, or they just don't like. For her,
Mm-hmm.
getting up early at 3, 4 a.m., working out 5 times a day, kicking that ass, like, to the lazy motherfuckers, that's work. It's the grind, right? All that fancy shit that influencers who try to be relatable like to fucking spit out and make you choke the fuck on like a deep throat and $5 whore. Okay? Let me tell you something. For those of you who are fucking lazy as shit, I bet that's fucking work. For people like me who have ADHD like a son of a bitch, which I'm waiting for my medicine to kick in now, if you can't already tell, what's work for me is just trying to focus on one task at a time. That's like fucking laborious for me.
Mm-hmm.
Even for you, but look at you,
Yeah.
look at you. You fucking, as a teacher, like your school brain was so formed around the method of being taught, execute, plan, da 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 da. What came from it is the anal shits, the control freak shits, right? But in return, you also were able to. You never bitched about that because you didn't view it as a weakness. Now that's a little bit different than being the weakness of being a fucking heifer and beeping when the fuck you back up. Okay. But when people complain about shit that they couldn't do in their 20s, you're going to spend your energy on that, right? If
Yeah.
you want to get better, like, and so let me just reel it back in for back to my story about my daughter, like the work that she needs to put in was about overcoming social anxieties, trying to get over the fact that some people are just fucking stupid. Not everyone's gonna like the shit you like. Not and you're not gonna, she's not a drinker or a smoker, she's not a troublemaker, she just is. I'm very, very, very fortunate to have had a 20-year-old who, knocking on wood, has gotten in trouble for anything. She does her best. Luck doesn't always seem to find her sometimes with the, she gets a concussion after finally achieving the D1 status. And it's like she's busting her ass on some shit. So far as I know, hasn't done anything to earn that bad stuff. Not that anything like really bad has happened, but for her, she was never afraid of putting the work in. She was never afraid of going toe to toe with the best, whoever the fuck they said they might be. She'll take you on head on every fucking time. And everybody else would be terrified of that. To them, that's work. It's like, oh, I don't want to get up that early to be this, I don't want to. But for her, it's more like, fuck, what do I do if they want to go hang out one night? Like, what happens if it's a group discussion? Like that's not, when you're in a slump and you start overthinking everything. That's work. That's your version. That's her version of work. And so, if you want to, if you're in a weight loss journey and you're trying to get the fittest that you've ever been, you're trying to be, what is this saying? Like, 40 is the new 30 and then 30 is the new 20, whatever like it was, you know what I mean? It became a joke, whatever it was. Like if you're trying to get to that point and you can't figure out the why, add that one to the list of relatable fucking recklessness.
Yeah.
If you can't figure that out, then at least figure out what are the things I've not done. Like put in a bucket, what are the things I have done and failed at? Like you'll appreciate this because you're a checklist and ass son of a bitch. Here's what needs to be done so far as I understand it. A, B, C, D. What have I done? Check, circle, circle. You know what I mean? And then you can kind of compartmentalize from there in terms of an action item list, things that you can go after and get done. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Now, Captain Hater Dick, Mr. Little Wiener, let me, am I a psychologist? No. Do you want to take advice from me? No, don't. You know what? Take advice from the hundreds of clients that I've helped in the last 15 plus fucking years. Search through my Facebook page. It's a public page. Search through and find and see the kind of person I am, and you'll realize why I'm successful and relevant to my trade. I've got a decade and a half with people who have, it's not just about seeing results. I don't care about your fucking results. I care about your life, changing your life, helping you get there. You want to do this? I'm going to help you do that. Or at least help you not make excuses for why you haven't gotten there yet. Am I relatable?
Yes.
Let me take advice from people who don't work out. Motherfucker, please. This thing that comes out when I'm challenged like this over a pissant, like that's my drive. Mm-hmm. I'll get, but I'm not out of control with it. I'll take this energy and incite the calm, because with calm comes precision, and with precision comes action, and with action comes results. So if you're trying to lose your weight, or you're trying to, man, I gotta tell you, between weight, I don't know if over the years females have wanted more to lose weight or to do a pull-up.
Yeah,
right.
That's a big one.
For some reason, like what? Like, I don't get that. As a female, I don't understand why that's so fucking important. But I recognize that it is, because shit. However many years I've been doing it, can't be wrong if every motherfucking bitch wants to do a goddamn pull up. You know what I mean? Maybe because I'm a guy and it's not a big deal to me. Okay.
Well, and I think like biologically, it's for a woman, it's probably harder to do a pull up than a man. Sure. Like a man naturally has more upper body strength. And so it's kind of this like almost elusive, like it makes you feel elite when you can get up there and do a pull up. It's like, I really feel fit. I can do a pull up.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And so I think that's why women want that so bad,
right.
Because it makes you feel strong and like kind of cool. I don't know.
So here's the question. Does it make you feel like a woman?
No. Not specific. No.
Does it make you feel
why?
Worldly, unworldly strong, like you got the strength, like divine strength almost. If you're a woman, you can just stand up and it does. What makes you feel more like a woman?
I think it.
Or what makes you feel more strong as a woman? Being able to do a pull up or having kids?
Having kids, 100%. It makes me feel more strong in general.
Would you say most women who have kids feel that way?
I mean, it's the as a woman for me. Like, do I feel more strong as a woman to do a pull-up? No, I just feel more strong. I feel more strong as a woman doing something that I know a woman should be doing. Like, I would feel, there's a reason they call it girl push-ups, or like, I think people
Yeah.
feel more like a woman or like a girl when they can't do a push-up, like, or pull-up. Like, I'm just a girl, why would I be able to do a pull-up kind of thing? So I don't think doing a pull-up, me personally, doesn't make me feel stronger as a woman. It just makes me feel strong
Mm-hmm.
in general,
Well,
if that makes sense.
It does. It does. But again, is that
I mean, nothing I really do at the gym makes me feel stronger as a woman. I'm not like a big woman power, like, oh, such a,
mm-hmm.
I, just, I don't know. For me, that's just like life. Everybody should do that. I don't know if they're male, female, whatever. Everybody should be getting stronger. That does not exclusive to
if you
women
don't use
or men.
you lose it.
Exactly. The gym doesn't make me feel stronger as a woman. I probably get more satisfaction out as a woman owning a business and being successful in business than I do being successful in the gym. Because
Okay.
I feel like being successful in business as a woman, when you've got kids and they're little and there's all these expectations of what a mom should look like. And I think it's harder for a woman to be successful in business than it is for a woman to be successful in the gym. Anybody can be successful in the gym. Anybody. It doesn't matter if you're man, woman. I don't think that really changes gender wise. But I do think looking at a trainer is kind of, I want a trainer who's fit and I want a trainer who knows what they're talking about. But I also don't want a trainer who's like 100% perfect, super strict, because that'll make me feel intimidated. Not that the trainer is intimidating, like we always talk about, but it would make me feel intimidated thinking my trainer is perfect and they're telling me to do X, Y, Z, and I'm going to be embarrassed to be honest with them because I think they're perfect and I'm not. So it's like this balance, right? And you were talking earlier about how, people are afraid of you or whatever. People, and we don't talk to clients the same. We don't relate to clients the same. Like, our styles are definitely different.
Mm-hmm.
But it's funny because people here will say that they're like, oh, I was gonna cancel. My husband was like, you should just cancel it. And I was like, Sarah's gonna kill me. Like, they say that they're afraid of me also, even though I don't lead that way. I don't look scary. I don't act scary, but they know I still find a way to make my expectations known.
You're the face of the accountability.
In a way that.
That's why. You're afraid of not getting shit done because people are afraid of not getting shit done because they're afraid of the failure. So you're the face of something that they know that they need.
Yep.
And that's good news if you're somebody who's afraid to take on a big weight loss journey or take on, that's good. You should be afraid. It's a big fucking deal. The bigger the task, the bigger the feelings, for sure. And what have I said before? It's okay to be afraid.
Yes,
it's not okay
absolutely.
to stay afraid. There's a difference.
And if you're never afraid, that's probably a problem too. Like, if you're never afraid, then you're living in your comfort zone, which also isn't.
Well, I've said that.
Unless you're fine with that, I guess.
No,
I mean,
see, it's semantics
because
I've said I ain't afraid of shit, and I mean it. But from the context of, I know that there are going to be things that will make me experience fear. That's life. But I also know that I have the antidote. So putting them together, I'm comfortable saying I'm not afraid of shit, because when it comes, I know how to, you know what I mean?
Because I'll figure it out.
And I'll know. Figure it out. I'm not afraid to experience the fear in the first place, because then I know, and I look, and when people say I go towards the fear, like, because like a tough guy thing to say, like, I'll go towards the fear in terms of attraction to it and a task behind it, because if I'm afraid of it, something's important. Whatever that is, there's got to be something that I want or need on the other side of that shit. So if it's making me feel that way, it warrants my attention to at least see why. Because if I've missed something because I'm overthinking or whatever, and it's something makes me afraid, like, all right, this goes back to the whole gut feeling we was talking about, like the other day. You know what I mean? Like, what's on the other side of that fear? Like, let me just imagine if I wasn't afraid, what would happen if I did this? If I did that, then this would happen. Okay, well, how would that, you know what I'm saying? You kind of play things out in your head and go from there and see if the journey is worth it to you, to get the desired, you know, goal or whatever it is that you're trying to get after. And when you take it, oftentimes in my experience, when you go through that thought process and you come back to reality and you realize, you know, what you've done, it's like, well, you know what? Like, I think I might be able to pull that off. And then all of a sudden confidence comes, and then momentum comes. And the next thing you know, you're rocking and rolling, and you're the person people are saying, oh my God, you're the, you know, you're still relatable. You know what I mean? It's always stupid, man.
And it doesn't even like, and you, a lot of times you don't even realize that it's that deep. Last week we were at school pickup, relatable, right? And some moms were talking about how, they were talking about going running, and she's like, oh, I'd probably slow her down. I only run like a 10-minute mile. I'm like, a 10-minute mile is like hard for me.
Hell yeah.
Like if I have to really work hard to get a 10-minute mile. She's like, Sarah, no. And I'm like, no, absolutely. I would really have to work for that. 10, I'm really working for. 9, I'm about dead by the time I'm done. Like I will be laying on my driveway and people will be wondering if I'm okay. And so the next day I was like, okay, well now I have to go for a run and see. And in the moment it was more just it was kind of to prove to myself that I could do it, because then I started to be afraid, like, oh my God, what if I really can't run a 10-minute mile? That would suck, you know? And so I had to go out and just prove to myself that I could. And as I knew, it was hard. I think it was like 9:38 that I ran it in or something. And I was huffing and puffing real good by the end.
Yeah.
But I know for a fact, if I couldn't hit that 10, I would have done it again the next day and the next day and the next day until I could hit 10. And so, and when you think back on something like that, it wasn't that I was, you know, wanting to be tough guy, like I'm going to go do it then. That was a sense of fear, right?
Yep.
To say, what if I really can't actually? and then your trainer brain kicks in and all of these things. And it's like, would you want to, I mean, this is your trainer. Your trainer can't run a 10-minute mile. Some of the people I train can run an 8-minute mile.
Yeah.
Does that mean I can't train them to run faster? No. I got one training to run 8 miles in, I forget what time she wants to, but she wants to hit like a sub 10-minute mile for 8 miles. Like, I would literally have a heart attack and die. I can train her to it.
Yeah.
That that doesn't mean I have to know how to do it.
You can't physically do it. Doesn't mean that you can't teach somebody how. I thought that running a 7:11 mile which is my fastest was awesome until I went running with a friend of mine from Lifetime who's in the fucking upper 5s, and I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you, man?
Oh my god!
There's nobody chasing you. It's just him. Like this is crazy. His name is Kevin. We called him Danger. He come back and he's as white as can be, and you'd think you'd come back red faced and shit after running like that, right? Nah, this motherfucker was just not even out of breath. And I'm over here thinking and I was fast, like explosive 40-yard fast. Nah, this motherfucker I was gassed by the time the first quarter mile came, and he was just getting started. I was like, God damn you, little bastard. You know what I mean? But you think about it, like, you got pro athletes, Olympians. Let's take that example, right? You got somebody who wants to run a marathon coming to you for training, right? Should they come to you or not? You can't run, you know, the 8-minute mile, 7-minute mile consistently, right? But they want to get there. So why should they pick you? Okay. Let's put this into perspective. You got world-class Olympic athletes that are running the times plus what they want, right? So you would think that if you want to be the best, you got to get trained by the best and so on and so on, right? You think that if there's a reason why those Olympic athletes are not trainers. They're not relatable. They're not even relevant to you. They're relevant to you in terms of the sport. You're not relating to them. They're different. And they don't do anything else but that. So you want this. You want to pay for this when you can do this. But you want them to get you here when you lack the parts, whether it be mental or physical. Right? That's not where success comes from. Okay? Let's look at Hollywood now. Make-believe stories. Rocky Balboa. Trained by the fucking old guy Mick. Give me a fucking break. Maybe in his heyday he was something. But Rocky didn't find success from Mickey because he was a killer out there. He found something in here and made him work. Then all of a sudden, when you're relevant to somebody's life, you make them relatable. You relate to them because you understand that what they mean to you. It's not about the imagery. It's about dialogue. It's about energy.
Yes.
Right? It's about accountability and being the thing that you need them to be when you need them to be it. Without exception. Because
100%.
a husband or wife can't do that. Best friends can't do that. Siblings can't do that. Life certainly won't do. Life will almost always be the exact opposite. If not the catalyst for the hard times. Right? So you need an objective third party almost that can see it for you, understand what you're trying to get done, and help you get there.
Right.
Right?
And
without necessarily having to being able to do it themselves. Because at the very least, you'll be able to speak on it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, why would somebody who wants to lose weight, 40 pounds, let's just say you got a female mid to late 30s, I don't know, I'm just thinking out loud, say they want to lose 80 pounds, let's just say, right? What was your heaviest?
Like 175, 180.
And what are you right now?
140.
Okay, so 40 pounds,
And
right? 35
I got
pounds.
down to like...
Whatever, so 30-something, 35, 40 pounds, would you say, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How the fuck can you train somebody who wants to lose 80? You're not relatable. But you look the part now, but wait a minute, I'm confused, you see, because you didn't actually go through 80 fucking pounds. You lost 40? I want to lose 41. Well, I can't talk to you. You don't know what I've been through. How? What the fuck are we talking about? Right?
Yes. Well, that's what I mean. Perception versus reality. Like you can perceive somebody who maybe looks the part as not being able to understand you as a person because you automatically assume, we got somebody here working with us right now and she's a physical therapist. Client the other day said, "Oh, is she here? Like she has to do that for school?" I'm like, "No, I told you she has a doctorate of physical therapy. She has passed the boards. She's a doctor of physical therapy. She knows her shit. She's there. She wants to do this for fun." And she goes, "Oh my gosh." I'm like, "I know. How old is she?" I said, "Oh, she looks so much younger." I'm like, "I know." And I knew people would say that too. And I told you that she's a physical therapist, but already you want to have these things in your head of, "Oh, can she really help me if she's that young?" Like, yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. I understand. Okay, back to the original point.
It's easy to fall into that, of course.
It's very easy. And even when you're saying, it's easier for a woman to have, what is it? Was it a gym or do a business or something or other? One of those, I forget what you said.
Business
something
like?
You said. It was easier for a woman to do this
I said
versus
it's harder for a woman.
Or
it's easier for me to feel successful as a woman in business rather than in the gym. That's what I said.
Then, but if I was to, what if our dress code was a fucking business casual and you had to dress like a fucking therapist? Like it would be different. So from that standpoint, I get it. You got to look the part, rocking around your fucking Lulu's leggings all fucking day, every day. You know what I'm saying? I get it. You got to look the part. Sure. If you're going after attention and to get the initial grab, sure. Absolutely. I get it. I totally get it. if you're a trainer and you're struggling with attrition, you need to rethink if your imagery is what is, did it get the client or keeping them? Like, what is it? What's going on here? Because aside from them reaching goals and you kicking them the fuck out because you don't want to become a crutch, there should be no reason they're leaving you. Even if it's a financial thing, you got to figure a way out because money is just another excuse.
Mm-hmm.
Simple as that. And yes, been through it. Been through it.
And
I get it.
I think if I did walk in here every day in biker shorts and a sports bra, or, I see trainers even at like franchise gyms leading classes in like shorts and a sports bra, that would work against me, I feel like, for one. For every pair of Lululemon leggings I wear, is my hair looks like I just got struck by lightning. Or
I mean,
like, there's
the simple advertising of
one,
it makes sense. I understand.
but on one hand, I don't lean on that.
No, I know, because it's not, you don't dress the way you dress with the intent to look the part. That's just your wardrobe.
Yes.
Right. So that's that. So again, though, when we but does that mean that? So for you, we're fortunate in the way, like if you want to do an ad or whatever, you don't have to change anything. You're authentic to what you do and where you go. Like I wear these offensive hats to people who wear my hat thinks my hats are offensive. I don't give a fuck. Like, you soft. Sorry. Close your eyes. Yeah. Whatever. Now, does that mean I'm going to rock a hat like this to church? Probably not.
Right. Time and place.
But I mean, but I'm not afraid to. It's just I have the enough maturity to know the what's appropriate and what's not. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And
yes.
What will make me feel better about a situation. I'm not trying to intimidate anybody. People will say that they're intimidated by me or whatever because I'm aggressive. Okay.
Yes, and I think that's part of why people like it here so much, because we do stay real and grounded in reality like that, and relevant in a way where it's like I'm looking at
and
a
that's
bag
what
of
it is
Halloween
real
candy right now.
It's not about being relative.
Yes.
Or relatable. It's about being real.
On Halloween, we have this skeleton here that I've been just messing with because I think it's funny. On Halloween, the skeleton was sitting out with a bag of candy. I'm like, take some candy on your way out. And everyone's like, huh? There's people who are really offended by it. It's like, what? Don't act like you're not going to go home and have candy anyways. At least you just busted your ass for the last hour. Have a fucking piece of candy if you want one. It's fine. So I think that's,
it's part of the culture.
When you get, but also, we're starting a nutrition reset together here this week. So, eat your candy now, but next week, forget it.
and let me say this. If it's a position where we are let me see, how do I put this? If it's a professional setting, meaning you got corporate sponsorship to be a figure builder, like that's your job kind of thing, not a gym, not a personal training studio. Not that we're not professional, but I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you are going to compete. You're not getting offered the candy. Okay? Appropriate.
No, gosh, no.
That's what I'm saying. So there's a time and a place for it. But we're not after, just because we're in the fitness business doesn't mean that I care about trying to play and be relative to and relate to everybody who is trying to be fit. Because at the end of the day, everybody should be able to do a fucking push-up. And everybody can't.
Yes.
Pull up is a different story. Honestly, there's a whole lot more going on with that, because you can at least modify push-ups without any extra equipment. It's hard to do modified pull-ups unless you're like on the ground and you're pulling up, and even then the mechanics aren't exactly the same without anything extra. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Without no bands around your knees and the machines or whatever else. But it's gravity plays a different role. There's a lot of different things that happen in a pull-up: grip strength, fascial tensile strength.
Yes.
All of that makes a difference. Right? So,
and
momentum.
Yes.
Kipping shits, the motherfuckers who just up there and swing shit like, okay. You know what I mean? There's a lot of different things that can happen with that. So I'll just by default, for conversation's sake, say everyone should be able to do a fucking push-up.
Yes. And in terms of relevance, also, I've trained people to compete in bodybuilding competitions where I did say you cannot drink or have candy at all for the next 4 weeks. Like that's it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I can also train somebody to lose 80 pounds who it's like, all right, you're going out for dinner on Friday night. Enjoy it. We'll be back to it tomorrow. Don't even worry about it. It's not that big of a deal as long as we stay consistent otherwise. You know, so to your point, the relatability versus relevance, I've not ever lost 80 pounds or competed in a figure competition, but
Yeah.
I could show you how to do both,
Yeah.
really. So I think
Yeah.
at the end of the day, when you're looking for trainers or you're starting on your weight loss journey or you find yourself being like, you need to sit back and ask yourself, like, how consistent have I really been? And how consistent am I willing to be? Like, you've got to understand the difference between perception and reality. And you've got to understand if you don't know how to get to the next step,
Yeah.
then find somebody who can.
And, you know, if you're a dude in the gym training, you got to look the part. You know, take advice from a guy who's never da 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 da. The last time I checked, every male trainer who's beefy and whatnot, looking all super fucking ripped, they're fucking clients. Who are they? Fucking females. So who are we talking about? You want to take advice from what? All of a sudden, all these women want to look like him? They're not with him for that, dumbass.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Now, I'm not saying sex sells, because I'll tell you right now, it does not. It doesn't work that way. Unless you're the trainer that's giving a little pump on the side. It doesn't work that way. Okay? It doesn't work that way. I'm sorry. It just doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're doing it right, ain't nobody going to pay you. First of all, if you're doing it wrong, ain't nobody going to pay you that kind of money. For what? Right? You're not relating to them. You're a dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Maybe you're a trophy trainer and they can say they're putting the work in. And in that case, if you got a bunch of money who are willing to throw in a shit ton of money towards you to say, that's my trainer, you know what? Cool. You hit yourself a little gold mine. Go for it. Have at it. But they're not going to be the ones, I guarantee you, those motherfuckers are not going to be the ones that are going to say, you got to look like this, because they're not. They're fake as fuck. Like, you know what I mean? They're not in it for the business of it. They're in it for the money, or they're in it for the business of it. They're not in it for the journey and the results and so on and so on and so on. They don't work out to look good for you. They work out like that for them, which is what your ass should be doing. You know what I'm saying? Right?
Yeah.
What people don't understand is anything that we say can easily be found somewhere else. People don't pay us to regurgitate information. They don't ask us for advice because we're an app or we're regurgitating what ChatGPT says. We relate based on our own experiences as best as we can, and at full disclosure, that's all we can give, and it's the truth and our honesty about the truth that makes us successful, that makes us fit the part. And you're always free to leave. You know what I'm saying? And I'm all for people who want to drop hate comments and shit like that. Like, okay, like, been doing this a long time in several different industries where I've gotten hate for shit because I'm always going to be the guy that says some shit that offends you. Okay.
Okay.
I don't want. So we're real. We can relate. We don't care about being relatable. We care about being real and relevant to the thing you're trying to beat.
And we like Halloween candy.